All right, I'll be teaching the Totoro today. Let's just bring one of those up. This guy. And, well, I tried another video before this. This guy. I folded a few others. So, we're gonna go with the 10-inch sheet, same as this size. This is 6-inch, it's like 12, 13, something like that. Let's get started. Before then, I guess I'll just show off the models again. There's the new Buffalo, the giraffe, and one of my favorites, the African elephant. Here we go. So, begin by folding in half diagonally. The camera's in the way, so it's a little bit tricky to fold. Okay, it's also farther away than I'm used to. Unfold. Fold in half diagonally again. Okay, maybe I'll move that closer. Unfold. What I like to do is just fold half a kite base right here, line it up in the center, and locate this point right there. Then fold the corner up to meet it. Crease firmly. And fold that in half and see if they line up. In this case, I'll just adjust a tiny bit like that. Okay, now fold this up to the center. Unfold. And we're just going to fold some angle bisectors. Like that. Only creasing to that point. And down here. And repeat on this side. Okay, now fold this back up and swivel this underneath. Swivel behind. Like that. Okay, with the size of this paper, I'm going to have to be doing this a lot. Turn the model over. Actually, fold in half first, right here. And fold this corner down to meet the other two corners. Keep everything aligned. Like that. That pre-crease will help. Unfold. Now, see this corner right here? We're going to fold over and parallel to the center crease. Right there. Crease nicely. Can kind of curve that up and see if those match. In this case, it looks like I was a little bit short on this side. So I'll adjust accordingly, right about there. Now repeat on the other side. I'll keep that half folded to start out. That. Okay, unfold and fold this edge over to meet this crease, like that. Unfold, repeat on the other side. And repeat the previous fold, pull that layer out. Like that. Fold it to the other side. And squash fold. Actually, let's just leave it up there. We'll squash fold it in a minute. Fold this over. And then fold this angle like that. Okay. Unfold. Put your finger inside here and squash fold the corner. Then fold the flap back to the left. Okay. And fold the top corner to the side and repeat on this side. See that this doesn't really want to line up perfectly. Okay. Unfold. Spread that out and squash it. Fold over. Okay. What we'll do now is, we'll just squash that. Turn the model over and kind of undo that squash fold. Release this layer. Kind of pull everything down and then reform right here, adding a new valley fold down here and 2 new mountain folds. Like so. All right, repeat on this side. Kind of traveled over to the side there. I guess we'll just make do. Okay. Next, we're going to fold the half moons on his chest. Pull the corner out. And valley fold the angled bisector right here. Like that. Repeat on the other side. unfold. Now fold this corner down to this crease intersection that you just created. Right there. And then fold the folded edge down to the crease line. Very much like you did earlier. Okay. Reverse fold that, just like you did it earlier too. What I'll do is pre-crease both these sides. So, like that. Swivel or reverse fold it. Okay, now you pull out the corner from inside and fold these two flaps to the middle where it should line up and create a diamond or a square right underneath it. If it doesn't line up, like this one seems to be doing, you've got to kind of adjust it. Okay. Now, you fold this over at an angle so you have that diamond shape there. And you want this portion to be 22.5 degrees. One way you can do this is by folding this edge up like that, pre-crease, and then fold. I told you, yeah, this is tiny. Fold it over like this. And then kind of swivel the opposite side at the same amount. May help to undo it. Just a little tricky. And you kind of create a rabbit ear there that goes behind. Okay. Now we have that tiny corner, which you'll get rid of by folding behind. Something like that. Okay. Now fold this edge behind as well. You want to keep those layers from being trapped. There's a little off right there. Maybe I'll readjust it. Okay. Now we're going to fold the other two half moons. Fold this over like this. This edge will line up with the crease behind it. Now, fold this over. This crease is parallel to the middle crease. And you could fold it all the way to the edge, but I like to leave a little gap, just about like that. And then place your finger in the layer up above and squash fold it. Leaving that little gap allows you to make this just about the same size as the one in the middle. Repeat on the other side. There we go. All right. Now, we'll turn the model over and work on the head some more. So, fold both sides inward along an existing crease, and then fold the corner upward at those 2 points. Like that. Unfold the sides, and begin to reverse fold them, like this, and then just gently pull the paper up to the center line. Like that. Repeat on the other side. Okay. Unfold and fold this corner to the top corner. And then fold this down. And fold the corner behind. Okay. Take this flap, fold it over, and then reach inside, pull the layer underneath it in front. Like this. Now fold it over. This will line up with the crease directly behind. Like that, and then fold the edge to meet that center crease. Like this. Unfold, and then just reverse fold it, and reverse fold it again. Now we have this little flap, just fold it up. And repeat on the other side. Pull that in, bring it in front. Fold this over, lining it up, and then fold it to the middle. Unfold, first fold, first fold again, and fold it up. Okay, now we will have this faint crease, if you can see it, just fold behind through all layers. Turn it over and it'll look like that. Crease firmly. And take 1 point, fold it down, and bring it back up, spreading all the layers. So this is basically a spread sink. Gotta spread all those layers. We'll have this layer, this edge, go upward. Like that. And then we'll just fold this corner back inside. And that's the ear. Repeat on the other side. like that. Like that. Okay, now we'll work on the tail. This model was originally designed actually to have 2 feet, and I couldn't get it to stand up properly, so I made it into a tail instead. Anyway, take this layer, fold it over. We have this mountain crease right here. Take that, and then just swivel the corner up into the center. Fold it down, hold the edge to the center, like that, collapse. Kind of do the same thing in front. Fold this upward. Okay, now fold this part down. As you can see, it's extending a little past there, which it shouldn't, but it's okay. And repeat on the other side. That, and fold it down. Okay, now fold both those flaps back up. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a funny little sink-ish fold, which pulls the tail out. It makes it easier to get him to stand. Now it's not a required fold, it's kind of optional. I'll show you how to do it anyway. Pull this out of the way, and you can just make out this crease here. You want to fold that corner up like that crease line. Unfold, and then basically sink it. What we'll do is just start the sink. Get 2 mountain folds right there, like that. And then kind of rotate it around. Take this layer, pull it up and over, like that. Then you can fold this back, squash it flat, rearrange that layer. Now, I'm just going to fold a little paper behind right here. This is hard to see, but we have a crease right here and a crease right here. Just going to mountain fold to both of those sides. You can do it a little bit more or a little bit less, depending on how you'd like the model to stand. Collapse. That's right. Sometimes I've done it actually to that fold, but that works. Fold it down and repeat. Flip that over. Unfold. Pull apart and begin to sink. Gotta get that mountain folded. Pull it up. And then just reform. And of course, this part. I guess it was right there. Here to here. Reform. Fold down. Getting really close now. Turn the model over. Okay. We'll be making a sink right here there's a trapped corner that's keeping the ears from pulling apart any farther. So fold this corner down. It'll be through the ear right here, underneath those layers. You can see that. Just like that. And repeat on the other side. Through the ear, as far as it'll go. Like this. And then bring this up and just let these layers fall upwards. Like that. Now we can sync that point. I had a crease pattern and it had to sync from here to here. And that'll allow you to pull the ears out as far as possible. Now I've also done it syncing it just along the top of the head. And what I like right now actually is to sync it. Just fold it behind, just past that, turn it around, and you can see it lines up with that crease right there. Like that. Crease firmly. Unfold. Turn over. And this is the tricky part. Unfold underneath the head. You can see these creases. You need to make all of those into valley folds and invert this section, bring it towards you. So you're basically performing an open sync through the other side. Like that. Like that. That'll actually go all the way to the corner if I did it more cleanly. But this works. Fold it back down. Now we can separate those ears. Now for these ears, what you do is just turn the model over and valley fold. It'll be from here to the tip. Unfold, and then just grab this layer that we pulled up earlier, pull it down as far as possible. Then you'll have enough space to mount and fold this behind on existing creases. Like that. Repeat on this side. And there are the ears. Okay, turn the model back over. And we will focus on the eyes. There's a few ways you can go about this. I'll just show you how I usually do it. Fold this corner over to where those edges meet. Like that. Unfold and reverse fold it. Like that. And then kind of undo the back of that reverse fold and let it swivel to the center. Just like that. I'll just clean up that fold a little bit. Seem to be going too far. There's many ways you can do this which are cleaner, but they'll add, or more accurate, that add creases. Like if you pull that up and then fold it over and over. But anyway, these two edges should be lying next to each other. Repeat on this side. Like that. Unfold. Reverse fold. And then just swivel it. Something like that. Next, you can take this corner, pull it back out, just like that, and then reform this pleat here, changing the valley fold into a mountain fold, and mountain fold into a valley fold. Like that. Repeat on the other side. Okay, now fold this back up and you can form the eyes, make them at whatever size you like, and go all the way like that with the squash fold. You can do about half of that distance, which is what I usually do, maybe a tiny bit more than half. Just like that. And we'll repeat on the other side. Try to get them the same size. It's kind of impossible. Yeah, it looks a little bigger. It's okay. And now we have these two little white corners there, white triangles. When I fold this model out of a 6-inch square or smaller, I just leave them there. But with a larger sheet, you can undo this and fold it behind. That top part there is already along an existing crease. See? Just like that. A simple mountain fold, but it's so small that it gets complicated. It's tricky. Then fold it back and reform the previous fold. Just like that. Repeat here. Squash, squash. Okay. Yeah, one eye is definitely larger than the other. Okay, then you can fold this corner behind. Or you can also figure out how to get this a little bit higher and then tuck it underneath. However, whenever you do that, it changes the eye shape slightly. I don't really like it. Okay. Now you can fold this corner up. You can leave a little gap right here. And you like this corner to be right in between the eyes, maybe a tad higher. And then fold the corner again, simple valley fold, to make the nose. The big Totoro, for folding him from gray, they have pretty small noses. like that. All right, getting very close now. What we're going to do is make a pleat right here for the arms. And the exact amount isn't critical. I've done many different amounts. Just create a mountain fold right here. And it'll be not quite to this point, a little short of it. Kind of like that. And the lower this is, the lower the arm will be. And I feel like Totoros have pretty long arms that go down their body. Something like that. And then pleat it either right to this crease, that fold, or just beyond it. Like that. Yeah, I could have went longer than that even. This will work. Repeat on this side. Okay. And now, look at it from behind. We'll just let that layer fall down and fold it behind right here. I like to have just an ever so slight angle right here, upwards. Repeat on the other side. Okay, now we'll form the belly and just do this with a pleat. So valley fold along the middle and add a slight mountain fold. And you can take these layers, spread them apart to do this a little bit more easily. The bigger the pleat, the skinnier your Totoro will be. Go like that. You can go higher even if you want. Somewhere around there. Crease nicely. Unfold. Put your finger inside. And then just pop the two layers away from each other. You have to invert this part right here. So push that inside. Pinch those layers together, like this, and then push this back inside to lock. Next, I'm going to fold these corners behind a little bit, which helps lock those color change moons. About like that. It's kind of a thick fold right here. We'll just have a bit more roundness to that white belly. Then you can fold these corners behind too. You can just do tiny amounts or a little bit more. I actually like doing a little bit more than I used to, than I did for the first models of this I folded. Just like that. Okay. Now, let's just form the ears. Fold them both towards you, along the top edge of the head. The ears will have a tendency going backwards, so let's get that crease in nicely before anything. Kind of unfold it, and then just add gentle mountain folds right here, like that, on both sides. give the Totoro its its funny ear shape. And after doing that, you can fold it towards you again. Something like that. There are the ears. Okay, then you can fold this corner behind. About that far. I usually do it that amount and then adjust it. Then you can kind of push that mountain fold in a little bit more. Maybe add something right there. Not required though. So my other Totoro, that's what I did. Just like that. And finally, well, you can kind of curve that away too if you want. Just final shaping, really. Turn the model over, and we'll lock this tail. So bring those edges together like that. And then fold this over. You can see that crease right here. You'd like to be less than that. Now the longer the tail is, the more the Totoro will lean forward. And I've always found that the tendency is for him to lean backwards. So make sure the tail's long enough to support. Okay, unfold. Not really unfolding, but anyway, unfold. And sink this inside. Like that. Now you've got pocket to tuck the other corner into. And because that's not a very secure lock, I like to just take the corners and then blunt them with reverse folds. Like that. Something like that. And then that's really it. You can see that this section right here kind of pops out. You can pull the tail out further if you like. There we go. We did it. That's the Totoro. My neighbor Totoro, or Tonari no Totoro. And we've got a big family of them now. Wow. So many. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks, guys.